I haven't told my family yet, but a few months ago, I won the lottery. And yet, here I am, working a 9 to 5, running my business, budgeting, planning, and building what I want to have. Why would someone who doesn't have to work still do all of this? Every morning I wake up, not because I have to, but because I want to. I've kept my job. I'm still growing LyfStyled, my own brand, and I still care deeply about building lifestyle and financial freedom. Each morning that I start working, I just remind myself why I'm doing this. I do it because I want to have a contribution in society. I want to use every spare part of my brain to solve problems that give you value. I want to share my experiences, and hopefully someday in the future, I will be an example to my future kids when they are all grown up. You see, I'm in this for the long haul, and I won't stop just because now I've reached my financial milestone, the big financial number that I've always wanted in order to feel rich or to feel wealthy or to have that sense of financial security. Even when I've reached that milestone, I am still here and I'm in this for the long haul. The money in my bank account really doesn't change how I feel about my purpose in life and what I have to offer to the society at large. So far, the money in my bank account has not changed much of my life because all the costs that I've been spending on, I would have already made the decision to spend on them with my normal salary. There's a reason why I'm spending on those things. For example, new clothes for my growing boy. That would have happened either way. I would have paid for it from my own money, from my own salary. In fact, nowadays I actually find myself checking the purpose for the costs that I'm making because I don't want to fall into the habit of just spending with no reason. What I'm trying to say is that winning the lottery has provided comfort, but it hasn't changed my drive to be productive. Here's the truth. I didn't win the lottery. But I did use this idea to ask myself an important question. What would I do if I already had complete financial and lifestyle freedom? This story isn't about the money. It's about your mindset. When you build your life around purpose and no longer have the pressure to prove something to anyone, it changes the way you operate. It creates a shift in your mindset because now you start living for yourself. You no longer feel like you need permission to live some other lifestyle. You live the lifestyle that you want. I did this self-experiment because I truly believe in the lifestyle-driven wealth approach, which teaches that lifestyle wealth is all about building a life you love now, not just someday in the future. And here's the thing that most people miss. You have to choose the work that actually gives you energy. You may have studied for a career that no longer energizes you and have a job that makes you want to kill that alarm clock each time it goes off during the week. That's your signal to plan for a career pivot. Use the skills that you've already gathered in the current field that you are in and apply them in the next job that will give you that energy and give you that purpose. If you feel like the current job that you're doing is actually the barrier to the lifestyle freedom that you want, and you are not planning to change that situation for yourself, to be honest, you're just paying a high cost because life is too short. Life is too short for you to be waiting for permission from somebody to change and make things the way that you want them to be. Find a way to start living as if that freedom is already here. You may wonder why I work even in my current condition. Working even during my third trimester gives me the freedom to express myself creatively. I'm the type of person that goes through various creative phases. Some of the creative endeavors are not related at all, such as just being very busy in my garden during the summer season. Yes, it might be the summer season, but I'm really deeply invested in growing my own food and growing my own flowers. And that's totally not related to what we are building here together, because we are building lifestyle and financial freedom. Even with my 9 to 5, All of these things might not look like they are related, but in the end, the thread that links them all is of course myself, but my passion to share what I have created, my passion to share my creativity and what I'm experiencing, what lessons I'm learning with you. In my 9-to-5 job, I share by providing results of findings and presenting them in an easily understandable way to the people that need them. And at home, I share all that I've learned with you here on LyfStyled and on the website. I own my time. I choose what I want to share and how I want to share it. And thus far, I have designed my life to accommodate this part of my life, this creative and passionate and driven self that I have, with the non-negotiable time that I have created with my family. This part forms a part of that. Right now, it might look like I'm sharing this very easily with you. And it may look like I've figured it all out and I have all the answers. But it's actually been quite a journey of discovery, even for myself. I think what has helped me the most is actually saying it out loud and acknowledging that it's there. Even if I had millions in the bank, I wouldn't choose to just sit and let my brain rot. I would choose to create and be here with you. There are some myths that I also believed in the past. Something like freedom means quitting everything. Who came up with that? And why is it so easy to believe? And this myth actually takes up different forms and shapes. It really depends who you're listening to. Some people would say that freedom is having that passive income and then quitting your job. To me, this sounds like once you have hit that financial goal, whatever it is, your sense of purpose automatically just disappears. Huh? So once you've reached that arbitrary number that you might have set for yourself so that you feel financially secure, you will then give up your growth and lose all the ambitions that you have in life? What? Throughout history, look at everyone who has ever built wealth and achieved the lifestyle freedom shown to be the ideal. All of them still have showed up and are still grinding, contributing towards society in their own way. Look at Warren Buffett, for example, Jeff Bezos, even people who grew up with generational wealth, such as Bernard Arnault of Louis Vuitton. They are all still out here grinding. Why should you stop? Here's what has happened with me personally. Lifestyle and financial freedom has given me options. Having purpose is what gives me clear direction. Even during my pregnancy, I'm still ambitious. I still want to create, even though on some days I have no energy. And all I'm physically able to do is sit and watch the fishes and the frogs in my pond. And even though I'm creating from a point where I have lifestyle and financial freedom, I still have fears. I'm still scared that my message may never reach the people who would find it valuable. I fear presenting unfinished and imperfect products to you, even though I know that products all go through some iterations before they become as good as they currently are. I fear that no one is listening and that I'm just rambling by myself here on the internet. Well, at least I hope that in the future my kids will find this video and see what mommy was rambling all about. That gives me comfort. But I digress. The thing is, you don't have to win the lottery to design your ideal lifestyle with freedom in mind. You can live with purpose, set boundaries, and choose what matters to you and still grow. Currently, you might be working so hard for that eventual freedom that you have in your mind. I want to ask you, what would you change if you already had that freedom? If this experiment shifted something for you like it did for me, subscribe to my channel for more on building lifestyle and financial freedom without burnout. I'm currently building a portion of my freedom by using the Transition Fund Calculator. You can check out how to use it in this video. Use it to make that change in your life with confidence. I've placed the link to the Transition Fund Calculator in the description below. I'm building lifestyle and financial freedom every day, and I hope you're doing the same. So I'll see you on the next video.